Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how I do the base makeup for anytime I take any pictures. This is the base that I usually do, and then I just add stuff onto it afterward. Obviously it's going to start off same as anyone's, I think, right? Moisturizer. I use any moisturizer, but right now it's Hims. I don't know if everyone does concealer first. I think a lot of people do concealer second, right? Like after foundation, but I just don't, that does not work for me. I use two different types of concealer. I use one that's like white, and then my normal concealer. My nails look like that because both my pointer finger and my middle finger nail broke, so now it just looks like a weird claw thing. But I was getting ready for work, so I cut them after I got ready. We're gonna speed right on through the foundation. Again, this is my holy grail of eyeliner. It does not smudge once it's dry. Obviously, it's gonna smudge if it's wet, but it does not come off. You can cry through it. You can splash water on it. It stays on pretty well. You can sleep in it. Do I do that? Yeah, sometimes. I just put a little bit of it on just because I could not stand to see my face look so flat. This is how I nose contour. I don't know if that's, I don't know what the right techniques for anything is. I just do what I think looks good. I smudge it down. And then I blend it. I don't even know what kind of brush this is. Obviously I'll put it up here on the screen somewhere, but psych, this is literally called the smudge brush. And I'll just use my finger to smudge the middle of it. Then I take whatever's left on that concealer brush and I just blend all the nose contour together. Going in with my probably expired James Charles palette. I just refuse to throw this thing away until I finish it, which is gonna be years from now. I go in with this like slightly glittery eyeshadow just to bring in some brightness to the top of my eyelids. For my usual eyeliner, I start at the bottom and I follow the lash line up and towards my hairline. Then I do the same thing on the other eye because I refuse to do one whole eye first, because that leads me to be more prone to error. The more I can control each one, the better, because once you make one too high, you have to make it thicker. There's no going back. I'm not taking this off with eye makeup remover. I just keep filling, and then you put less pressure on the brush the more you go up, so that it just becomes the thinnest line. Then you're going to take it from the end. You're going to leave as much of the point that you want and start from wherever you don't want it. You're going to go backwards. I feel like that's counterintuitive, but go backward from the line that you already made just to create a sort of triangle, I guess. yeah, that dot is gonna, that's not a mistake. Okay, it was a mistake, but that dot is just gonna become part of our eyeliner. Like, if you keep messing up, personally, I just make the eyeliner thicker. That's just how it's gonna be that day. Okay, maybe not that thick. Yeah, I'm gonna try to scratch that off because that's not the thickness that I'm going for. Since I'm getting ready for work, I don't really feel like having that much eyeliner on top of my eye. For my eyeliner, since I have like more skin on the top, if you look at it when I look down, it creates this like curve. I just look down, have it curve over my eyeliner, then I just draw a little line connecting the tip to the fold in my skin, and then when I open my eye, you're gonna see the space that you need to fill in. So then just fill in that space, and then that will be under your eyelid or that eye skin. Then you're gonna copy that onto the next eye. For the second eye, I like to just go based off of where my skin flap is, since I can kind of gauge how big it is compared to the opposite eye that I already did. If not, you can do exactly the same thing that you did on the previous eye. I do eyebrows last. A lot of people like to do them first, but I find that I mess up the most with my eyebrows, so I have to keep kind of like wiping it with my finger, and I find that it's easier to just cover that up with foundation or concealer than to try to trace them out in the beginning with concealer. Again, light strokes because it does deposit a lot of color. I usually start with the bottom of my brow, shaping the point, and then I fill in the top. I'm constantly checking back and forth between both eyebrows just to make sure one isn't pointing, like when The Rock lifts his eyebrow. After that, I just brush them out a little bit, smudge the color so it doesn't look too harsh. I'm done. I do my inner corners of eyeliner last because my eyes water, and I refuse to have the rest of my makeup done after my eyes are already smudged. So I'll just wait on that. But you feel free to do this first and then whatever order you want to do it in. The key to getting your eyeliner to be sharp and like straight with this specific an eyeliner tip or brush type is just that you have to scrape it against the bottle. You have to scrape both sides, get most of the product off, make it as flat as possible, and then use the side of the brush to do the line. Next, I do mascara. I'm using this mascara, but I usually use this mascara. I just don't have any more, so I'm trying this new one. I don't like it very much, I'll be honest, but it'll do in a pinch. It kind of gets everywhere. The applicator's kind of too big, it's too runny. It's not waterproof, kind of at all, but that might just be user error. I don't know. You could try it for yourself. I would personally suggest using this one. My eyelashes are so straight, so I'll show you how I just incorporate them into my fake lashes. My tip for overlining your lips slightly is puff them out like you're kind of pouting, and then follow that line that your lips make, like above, to map out how big you want your lip to be. This is just like my normal lip color that I use, but obviously you can interchange depending on what look you're going for. Sometimes I'll use black, sometimes I'll use brown, purple, obviously it depends. I like to color it in the sides just to add some sort of, I'm gonna call it depth, but it's just shadowing the side of your lip. Kind of makes it look poutier, I think. Then I just smudge it with my finger. Then I'll fill in my birthmark right there, but obviously you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Then I go over the whole entire lip with this liquid lipstick. I know we just smudged that, but I don't know. I think it still, or the shading still kind of comes through. Then I just clean up my lips with a little bit of concealer on the edges. Then you can skip this part, but I like to draw in just a little dot near my eye. When I draw any of these dots on my face, I like to tap it with my finger just to get any of the excess product off, so that in case I happen to brush my face, it doesn't create a giant line. I'll use whatever lashes. These lashes, I don't know what they're called. They're my favorite lash. I lost the original case that they came in, so I just put them all together in that. This one is a no-go. I think it's too sparse for the look that I'm going for. I like this one, even though I fucked it up, but it's thick enough to show still through the thicker eyeliner. The thicker the eyeliner, the thicker your lash should be so that it shows. To get my lashes to kind of sit on my eye correctly, I'll curl them around my pinky and then just wait a couple seconds so that it folds into that sort of U shape. This is my favorite glue. Next, I start from the inner corner of my eye. I place it just enough for it to stick, and then I wait a sec and then pull the rest of it across my eye, and then you just fix it. I pull it up, I move it to where I want it to be, then I press it in. For my lashes, since I don't curl them, they're going to be sticking straight out under these lashes, so I'm going to pinch them together with my lash and they'll stick. It's a mixture of the glue and the mascara. It will get them to stick together. And then you see how sometimes it'll like bend your eyeliner because it's taking your eye skin. I just pull my eye skin up with my finger and it usually fixes the situation. Then all you have to do is stick your finger under your lashes and push up a little bit, and they'll sort of curl with the heat of your finger. Yeah, that's the base. Any different looks, I'll just do something different. I'll just add on top of it, like this one, glitter and a white little line above this one. Brown eyeshadow underneath, straight out. This one, freckles. This one, giant spider and a bunch of lines. Because why not? You can also do it two-toned if you wanted to. And look at my cute phone case. That's all for today then. Okay, bye. Love ya.